One of the most useful drills I've found with the long club is finding your plane. There's been so much the last couple of years about the proper plane, about being on plane. What's the plane? Is it the shaft plane? Is it the body plane? Is it the shoulder plane? Well, what John came to me and said, Hogan said, don't really worry so much about the plane, because if you get yourself in a setup position, the plane should take care of itself. And let me show you what I mean by that. What I found is if you stand straight ahead, straight up and down, and you have your club and your arms at a 90-degree angle. From this position, I would then separate my feet to about shoulder width. Then I turn the club until the club is parallel to the ground. Once the club is parallel to the ground, then I make a shoulder turn. From this position, I just rotate the shoulders and allow the right elbow to fold to the ground. Now remember, the right elbow is not going to be sticking out. The right elbow will fold to the ground properly if you let it, if you maintain the arms inward. The shaft of the club is still parallel to the ground. From this position right here, you can then bend from the knees and the hips till the knees are over the toes in that ready position. And what you'll find is you'll find your back and the club shaft will be at a perpendicular angle. This is the proper angle of your plane. This is your plane. It's everybody's plane. It's not above, it's not below, but if you keep the arms together, rotate, you will find your natural plane. This natural plane, once you're in this position right here, is probably a 3/4 swing, or 1/2 to 3/4 swing. So if you just continue to rotate until your hands are shoulder high, that's the top of your backswing. Looking at it from this angle right here, feet shoulder width apart, arms outstretched, rotate the club parallel to the ground, looking straight, maybe at a mirror if you'd like, to check. This is where you rotate the shoulders. Right elbow folds to the ground, bend from the knees and the hips. This will guarantee you a proper plane. What are the biggest checkpoints for this exercise? Is the arms close together. Because if you do not have the arms close together, if they're outstretched and you separate them, anything can happen. Anything can happen if the arms are not tied together as one big arm. Remember, I go over and over this with students all the time. At first it may feel a little uncomfortable to get the arms close together, but the more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes. So, in review, one more time. Feet shoulder width apart, arms outstretched, activated inward, arms parallel to the ground. Rotate the club until the club is parallel to the ground. Rotate the shoulders until the hands are even with the shoulders. Bend from the knees and the hips until you're in that ready position. This will be your proper plane. And it's a proper plane for everybody. It doesn't matter how you're built. If you keep the arms close together and follow those steps, you will find your natural plane.